YouTube family, what is up? So in this live, I'm going to share with you two most costly mistakes that realtor makes in 2024. And if you're a realtor, comment in and let me know. Or maybe you know someone as a realtor and you want to help them out, then please share this video to them, because I'm going to share with you two most costly mistakes that realtor makes in 2024. And if they can do these two things that I share with them or with you, honestly, you can double or triple your income as a realtor in 2024. All right. So a TikTok family, I'm going to go live on YouTube. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube or subscribe, check the link in the bio, because I'm going to shut down TikTok live. I'm going to go fully focus on YouTube live. I'm going to share with you two costly mistakes that realtor makes in 2024. And if they can just do these two things, I can almost guarantee you, as a realtor, you can easily double, triple your income. Because you know why? Any business. All right, TikTok, head over to YouTube. I'm out. Okay. So let's go here. Okay, so now we're just focused on YouTube. Okay. What up, fam? Tim, let's go. Okay, Tim, this video specifically made for you. All right. So as a realtor, the biggest mistakes that I see realtor makes, number one, is that they're not creating content on social media. They're not building their own personal brand. They're out there busy promoting EXP, XRP, PYP. I don't know what they're promoting. But the mistake that they forgot, man, is promoting their own personal brand, is promoting themselves. Okay? And the thing is, we all know, people do business with people they know and they trust. How can people trust you? First off, how can people know you? How do people know about you? Imagine if the whole city, the whole states, the whole USA, the whole world, there are people that are in Dubai and they're buying real estates in America. So imagine if you can get attention of the whole entire world. How much more impact do you think, how much more business, how much more clients do you think, all right, that you can get? So, so social media is absolutely the key, right? So posting on social media is getting people to know you, all right? Now that you got people to know you, right, the next thing is, people do business with people they know and they trust. How can people trust you? How? My friend, is by providing value. You got to be the expert in the field. And I'm telling you right now, as a realtor, you don't have to be the best in the game. You don't have to be the one that sells the most real estates. You just have to be the most well-known. You got to be in front of people's face every single day. Okay? So you need to think about providing value. And I think a lot of realtors, when it comes to creating content, all right, creating content. One is that they're not creating content. And number two is if they do create content, they don't know how to get attention and they don't know how to provide value to their viewer, to their followers. So what they do is they take a picture of the house, they put it on their face, or they put it on their page, or they will do a video on the house that is listed. Oh, shoot, Angie called me. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got to take this call. Hello? Yeah, Angie. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah. For IG? Okay, so you need the E-code for IG and the password. Okay, got it. I'll get it to you. Okay, so hold on a second, Angie. I'm on YouTube Live, but it's okay. Oh, shoot. No, it's okay. I mean, first off, does she have to get in it now?
Yeah, well, that's the remaining of our training. But how long are you YouTube Live? I can maybe call you back.
I'm thinking about 30 minutes. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're back. So, you know, when it comes to creating content, it's most realtors don't know how to create content. They don't know how to provide value, and they don't know how to get attention. So I'm going to share that with you. All right. And the next thing I want to know is comment in on the chat. My question to you is, are you a realtor? Number 2 is, are you creating content? And are you building your following? And are you building your personal brand? So when it comes to creating content, most realtor, when I go to their page, you know what I see? Is that I see them posting video about property that are listed. There's no value there. All right. So they would go out and they would do a video on a property that is listed and said, hey, you guys want to buy this property? Hit me up. Hey, you guys want to sell your house? Hit me up. Come on, man. Shit, bro. There's no value in there. So number 1 is to be the expert. All right. You got to be the person who provide the most value, because what you want to do is when you want the people to watch the content and be like, dang, this girl, this guy know what they're talking about, and I'm getting so much value out of it. So when they think about, you know, who do they go to, right? To either sell their property or, you know, to help them buy a property. Who do you think they go to? They go to you. They see you every day. You're providing them value. Now they can trust you, knowing that you are the expert in the field. Once again, I'm not the most well-known. Like, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest real estate wholesaler out there. Like when I pay $30,000 to go to these real estate mastermind, there are these guys and gals out there who are doing way more than me. Dude, there are a guy in there that are doing wholesaling 1 deal a day. 1 deal a day. I'm only doing 6 to 7. But guess what, my friend? I am the most well-known real estate investors when it comes to like wholesaling. All right. And because of my social media presence, man, it's allowed me to make between $200,000 to $300,000 a month. That's just off of my social media. That's off of my social media. So the reason I share this with you is so I want you to understand how powerful social media is. Okay. And only with social media that I can go from this, I know for a fact, to 1 mil a month. There's no way that I'm going to go from, there's no way that I can take my wholesaling business to $1 million a month. It's just no way. Okay. So I'm sharing this with you once again is to let you know, all right, the big opportunity on social media. So creating content, like, you know, hey, show people, hey, how to get the best interest rate. Show people, tell people, hey, what to watch for. All right, maybe do some content about your city. All right, about the states, where to buy, what not to buy, right? How do you get the best deal? How do you get the best real estate deal? All right, so that is value. Okay, and then now when it comes to talking about like creative, how do you get creative? How do you get creative? There's many ways to getting creative when it comes to creating content. So when you first starting out, right, you might want to leverage other realtors. So what I highly suggest that you do is that you go to other realtor page, other realtors that, you know, that has a decent amount, 50,000, 100,000 followers, see what they're doing. Now, you don't want to copy. You don't want to copy. You want to see what they're doing, what they're putting out. That's actually working. You want to take that idea and then you want to recreate it and then make it your own. You got to make it your own, man. You got to stand out. You got to be unique. Okay? And there's many ways to do it. It's called stitch or duet. All right? Maybe you watch a realtor and they were saying something. You'd be like, you know what? I disagree with that. Well, duet it. Stitch it. Right? So now all of a sudden, now you own the authority. Maybe it's a new agent that comes up and don't know what he or she is talking about or whatever it is. Or maybe you just want to express your opinion. Remember, 50% is going to agree with you. 50% is not going to, or it's going to disagree with you. You want the one that's agree with you, right? So stitching, duetting, you know, and storytelling. A lot of you, you're not doing that. Story is what sells. It's what connect you with your audience, with your viewer. Hey, how do you become an agent? Okay, and tell them, hey, what's the downfall of being an agent? Like, be authentic and be real, be transparent. You know, so those are the things that when you're building your personal brand, You got to understand it's always come down to is providing value. And don't just say, hey, call me, list the property, sell your property. That is not providing value. All right. And once again, in 2024, I see people, there's nothing wrong with going sit at a showing. All right. Or I'm sorry, at an open house. I just don't think your time sitting at an open house, I mean, you can sit at an open house, but think of content to create. Okay. Young Salvage said, you got your real estate license. I don't. I'm not a realtor. Okay. So, I see new realtor that comes into the game. I see new realtor that comes into the game and they go to like open house, or they sit at open house, or they go door knocking. I think it's a waste of time unless you're able to capture all that on video, which is content. You need to understand this. I want you to understand this, that 90% of your income, my friend, will come from content creating. I'm telling you right now, you sit at an open house, you're not going to get 100,000 people walking to the door and shake your hand or know about you. But you can create, if you can sit there, think of a piece of content, be creative. This is where you really got to get your imagination and your creativity going. But one piece of content, my friend, can get you 100,000 eyeball and can get you 1 million eyeball. But sitting at the open house, dude, now all you're doing, bro, you're just trying to get lucky. Okay? I mean, I think a lot of you know Graham Stephan, right? A lot of you probably already know Graham Stephan. Graham Stephan started out as a realtor, and then he went on YouTube. He blew it up on YouTube. Now, he doesn't even need to sell a house. Do you guys not understand this? Do you guys not understand what EXP? Do you know what their model is? Okay, I think if you're a realtor, I think every brokerage, right, probably have some kind of an EXP model, which is the MOM model, right? Like Graham Stephan doesn't even need to sell a house anymore, but he can still make a bunch of money, a boatload of money from real estate. You know how he do it? He can do the MOM model, man. He can say, hey, if you're a realtor, you want to be in my team, boom, join my team, EXP, and every house that you sell, I know that they don't tell you this, but I will, all right? Every house that you sell, Graham Stephan will get a percentage. So imagine if you're the most well-known on the internet. Dude, and then here's something you don't also know. Is that all of a sudden you become this, your little like celebrity world, right? You become this icon, man. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, all right? But you become this like celebrity in your local town. And when there's a new agent, guess who they want to go and work with and work for? If they've been consuming your content and following you and they like you, who do you think is going to win? You don't need to recoup. You don't need to go out there and have dinner with people and have lunch. Dude, that is the old way. Old way, my friend. That's the old way. How much time out of your day can you take someone to lunch? Right? How many people can you do that to? But imagine if you just put out content, one piece of content, gets you 100,000, 1 million eyeball, man, on you. And when a new agent, boom, they'll be like, hey, Tim, bro, I've been watching you. I've been following you. I want to be an agent. Dude, I want to go and work under your wings. Guess what you just create? Now you're recouping that person because you become their idol, right? You become their idol. Guess how I know, my friend? Dude, I get people hit me up all the time, right? So now they come and they work for you. So every single house that they sell, you do nothing, just creating content, and you get a percent of whoever it is that join your team, sell a house, you get a cut. Like, you don't even need to sell a house anymore. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is, once again, this is the power of social media that I think, not just a realtor. I don't care if you're in the landscaping business. I don't care if you're in, I don't care if you have your own restaurant. Like, I see people, this is the biggest mistake with small business owner. They have a restaurant there and the downtime where there's no client, to create content, my friend. Create content. Put yourself on social media. Get exposed. Once again, man, like if you're a realtor and nobody knows about you, how can they work with you? Right? Like maybe, hey, okay, so for example, maybe I'm in New York and I want to buy a house in Washington, but I was like, I don't know, who do I go to? Well, I guess I'll just Google. Unless you're paying for ads, you know, trying to be on top, but that's going to cost you a lot of money. I don't know why some of you would spend a boatload of money running ads, running cold traffic. Instead of the best thing you can do is take that money, dude, and invest into like a nice camera, invest into a videographer, someone who goes around and record you, right? Or invest into, you know, that can create you a piece of content better than running cold traffic ads. Because here's something you guys don't know about cold traffic. Man, we are getting into deep, all right? And then, so this is number one. I'll share with you number two, the second costly mistake that realtor makes. Do you guys know that cold traffic? You know, a lot of you out there spending money on cold traffic. What happened when you see an ad? What happened when you see an ad? Typically, when I see an ad from somebody on social media, I would go to their page and I would check them out. I want to know if this person is legit or not. And I go there and, dude, you have like 100 followers, man. I'll be like, dude, that's their mom and daddy. Right? I say, dude, you got 100 followers. I say, come on, man. Shit, bro. Next. I'm going to find a guy that's going to have, because you guys are going to understand, nowadays on social media, following, dude, that is the biggest credibility, right? That is credit, man. Credibility. When they go to your page and they see that you have 100,000 followers and you're just pumping out content, telling them where to buy, what to watch for, hey, how to buy your first time, how to go there, do a cash out refi, how to get an FHA loan, how to get a, you know, conventional loan, right? Like what bank to work for. You're providing so much value, man. And the follower prove it. They'll be like, dude, this is the cat I want to work with, right? That is how you dominate, my friend, is by being the most well-known, all right? And the one that's provide the most value. Even if you are a good realtor, let's just say you are the best realtor, but nobody knows about you besides your mommy and daddy. How are you going to get more business? This is what you do, man. You pay to run cold ads. You pay to run cold, right? You pay to run ads. You the best conversion is organic. Why does Uncle G Grant Cardone still out there posting video? Why? Okay, and check this out, man. If you guys don't know, you guys are living under a rock, man. Why does Uncle G? Okay, why does Uncle G? All right, Cardone. Why does he still put out content? Why? Dude, and why did he get his wifey, Elena Cardone, into creating content, being on social media? Why does he get his daughter? You guys can understand this guy's a billionaire. Why does he also get his daughter to put content on social media? Because he understands, right, that in the future, I mean, it's already, everybody wants to be a content creator. And everybody is dominating the game if they understand how to use social media, how to create content, and how to get attention. They know that is the ultimate game. Let me share something else with you guys. I've never shared this before, but I'm going to share it right here. So I paid $30,000 to go to this real estate mastermind. Yeah, even though some of the guys and gal in there, their number might be more in a month, but did you know that their net profit is less than mine? My friend, it all comes down to is net. Some of them will make $500K a month, right? $500K a month, but you know how much they profit out of that? Maybe $100K. Dude, my social media, we netting $200K. That's just from social media a month. My overhead, dude, I have a small team. Most of them are VA. I would say maybe I have like 4 VA and 1 US employee, all right, which is Angie, that run my social media. There's a funnel and everything like that. But that's the next game, okay? I got about another 10 minutes. Okay, so now that we cover social media, which is number 1, here's the second mistake that realtor makes. And I think all of you would agree with this. Number 2 is that they don't know how to wholesale. They don't know what wholesaling is. They don't know how to wholesale. So when a lot of time when you call and you talk to these realtor, guess what? You'll be like, hey, you know what? Most of them say realtor wholesaling is a scam. It doesn't work, right? Because they don't know how. And here's why it costs them so much money. Because if they don't know how to wholesale, and when they come across a seller, and let's say, listen to me, not every seller wants to list their property on the market. There are sellers that say, hey, I just want a quick hassle-free sale. I don't have the cash to fix my property up. So you can come in. So as a realtor, you can come in. If you know how to wholesale, you can come in as an investor. And then make them an offer to actually buy the property and put it under contract, man. Put it under contract, right? And then here is what most realtors do that I was like, dude, bro. So what most realtors do is that when they don't know how to wholesale, they come across a motivated seller, okay? And the seller doesn't want to list the property. You know what they do? They'll be like, okay, no problem. What if I reach out to my investor? So they would go to the investor. Dude, I'm giving you guys the secret that I shouldn't even talk about, because I make money off of realtor that don't know how to wholesale. And I'm literally giving you the sauce. So what they do is that they'll be like, okay, so let me reach out to my investor. So they reach out to their investor and they talk about the property, right? And the investor said, yes, I would buy it. And all this, dude, and that realtor, you know, all he or she wants is a 3% commission. So dude, so if it's 200,000, what would they make? So 200,000 minus 3%. Dude, they would make 6,000, right? They would make 6,000. They would make 6K. If they just understand that, hey, I'm just gonna put that property under contract. I'm gonna under contract, and then they can bring that same deal to the investor and charge them $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Because I have realtor that brings me like fire damage house. So there's like 3 realtor that I work with very, very closely in my market. Hopefully they don't see this video, but shit, who cares? Dude, they would bring me a deal and be like, hey, Khang, here's a seller. Here's this deal here. Seller doesn't really, want me to list it. I'm sending it out to you. If you're interested, make your offer. I said, dude, you can get, I would buy that property and I would do the same thing. I would lock that property under contract. Okay. I'll pay my realtor $6K, right? That 3% that he or she wants, even 5% doesn't mean shit. All right. 200,000, dude, at 5%, nothing. 10 G's, 10,000. I literally take that property, put it under contract, went out and sold to my investor and made 50K. And then out of that 50K, I'll give my realtor 10K, because that's what they want. And then bam. So if you're a realtor, man, wholesaling is a skill set that you have to learn. Because once you learn how to wholesale, you can give seller the options. Hey, you want to list the property? You don't? Okay, great. I'll buy it as an investor. Negotiate with them like you usually do. Put it, so now you have your investor on. You put that property under contract. Blast it out to your investor. Don't just go to them and bag them, dude. Hey, I'll be happy with the 3% or 5%. Dude, no. You get to control how much you want to make on that deal now. And then you have so much investor on your, like you have so much investor in your database. Dude, have them fight for the deal. Hey, the one with the best offer win. Dude, I'm telling you right now, house flipper, or even like landlord, people who wants to buy and hold, dude, they love off-market deal. They love off-market deal because they know that they're not competing with a bunch of investors, that if they do buy it, it's a good deal. They automatically just think it's a good deal because it's off-market. That's it, my friend. That's number 2. I got 5 minutes. We do a Q&A, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But do you guys see my point here of being a realtor's biggest 2 things? And if you just add this as a realtor, you can easily make an extra $100,000 this year. Easy. If you just add in wholesaling, because all you need is $25K every 3 months. So you're telling me as an agent, you can't just wholesale one deal in 3 months at $20,000 a pop? Come on now. Shh. Come on now. So that's an extra $100K this year, just wholesale one house a quarter. That's it. You got 3 months to do it. If you're a realtor and you can't even do one deal every 3 quarters, dude, might as well just retire, dude. Cancel your license because you don't have what it takes. You're not a hustler. Okay? And then obviously, once again, the other 2 is you need to start creating content and be all over social media. All over social media. Okay? And a lot of you be, well, Khang, how many posts do I need to post a day? I would say it really depends on how fast you want to grow, how big you want to grow. But it's not just about consistency. If I were you, you need to post at least, if you want to grow fast, 2 to 3 a day. But if you're like, Khang, that's too much, then at least 1 post per day. But you also got to look at what you're posting, because consistency is good, but consistently without a game plan. Like, you don't know what you're posting. Like, you got to be intentional about what you're posting. Make sense? So it's about providing value, and there should be no call to action until you get to at least, I would say, 10,000 followers as a realtor. There should be no call to action, which means there should be no sales pitch. There should be like, hey, yeah, you want to list your property, you want to sell your property, or you want to buy a property, hit me up. Don't do that. Because they will automatically do that when you provide enough value. They will DM you. They will hit you up. But the call to action all the time on all your video is trash. It's not going to help you grow. I share with you that's how I went from 0 following to 4 million followers across social media. And you don't want to depend on one. I know some of you that are a realtor and you're good on IG, but then you don't want to go to TikTok. Okay? Or you don't want to or you're good on Facebook, but you also don't want to do YouTube. What happened? And a lot of realtor, listen to this. And it's not just realtor. It could be in any industry. Social media, my friend, you do not want to depend on one. Just like a stream of income. You don't want to depend on one stream of income. I could almost tell you right now, if Instagram shut down, majority of the realtor, bam, get wiped off the face of the earth. Gone. Bam, gone. Because all they do is they focus on Instagram. Their Instagram is at like 100,000 followers or 50,000 followers. And they're like, well, I don't want to start back at 0 on TikTok or on Facebook or on YouTube. But what happened if IG is gone? What happened? Come on, man. Shit. So for me, people say, oh, yeah, they're canceling TikTok. Who cares? Like, Lon texts me. Lon's like, first off, they're not going to cancel. Like, TikTok will not get banned. Somebody's going to buy it over, dude. It's $1 billion, all right, company. Someone is going to buy it over. They've been saying like, hey, how TikTok's it's not going to get banned. It's not going to get wiped out. But if it does, you think I care? I don't really care. Because I know how to create content. I know the social media game. I can go on any platform, start from 0, 100,000, 1 million followers, no problem. I've done it multiple times. At first, dude, I was playing all YouTube. Mistake. Then it took me a year later to go onto Instagram. And then it took me 6 months later, and then I went on YouTube, I went on TikTok, and then I went on Facebook. Okay? Do you think TikTok will get banned in America? Tony, I don't, man. I truly don't think so. I know that there's a video where Mr. Wonderful, right? If you watch Shark Tank, you know who I'm talking about. He said he said that he wanted to buy it over. Dude, it's such a big company, man. There's so much money in there. Dude, they're not going to let it go. Someone is going to buy it over. Do you create, Tim said, do you create separate content for each platform? Tim, that's a good question, Tim. So let me answer all of this. So I'm going to take another 5 or 10 minutes to answer this because Lon, hold on a second. Lon just texted me, so I want to make sure. You know, when the boss call, you got to make sure it's important. So Tim, which platform are you on, Tim? So if you're small, let's just say Instagram, IG, Facebook, TikTok, and then YouTube. All right. Okay. So in my opinion, when you are starting out, all right, when you're starting out, when you're like new, when you don't have much following on each platform, it's okay if you just recycle the content. So you can post the same on Instagram, same on Facebook, same on TikTok, same on YouTube. But once you get to at least, I would say once you get to like 10,000 on each one of them or whatever, I think that, Tim, you would have to make that platform a little special, which means sometimes you post something on Instagram, but it's not going to show up on Facebook. Or sometimes you post something on TikTok and you're not going to post it on YouTube, right? So until you get to the point where you're getting a lot of followers, right, 10,000 or so across each platform, then you got to mix up the content. So maybe you post something on IG on Monday, right? But then on Friday, you take that same post and post it on Facebook. The reason why you want to do that, Tim, so people will be like, well, if I follow Tim on IG, why would I follow him on Facebook? Why would I also follow him on TikTok? Why would I also follow him on YouTube? And that's why you see me, Tim, when I go live here, I shut down my TikTok, I shut down my Instagram, because I want people to like, hey, if you want to get the juice out of this video, go to my YouTube. So you got to make it special. That way, Tim, you want them to follow you on all platforms if possible. Because they know that they can get something different from TikTok, something different from Facebook once in a while. So it's not the same all across. And the thing is, Tim, every platform, it is a little bit different. Okay? So what I've noticed, Tim, from Instagram is really going back to a lot of pictures. So I see that a lot of my posts I'm putting out pictures, but you also got to tell a story. You see, it's not about the content, see, but it's also the story behind the content that you put out as well. And you also got to stay on top of your content. You got to look at what's working, what's not working as well. So that's why, to me, it's not just about being consistent. If you're consistent, if you're posting 1 or 2 a day and you don't see the growth, I can almost guarantee you that you're doing it all wrong. Okay? Well, what else we got? So, and here's another one, Tim. Let's just say, Tim, you got a busy day and you're running around, you got a busy day, or maybe you don't want to post anything, or maybe you don't have any ideas that come to your head that day that you want to post about. You know what you can do, Tim? And this has worked for me so well, Tim. You can do this while you're in the car. You can do this while you're on the plane. You can do this like pretty much at home, like in your bathroom, whatever it is. Tim, what it's called is a voice over. It's so easy to do. All you need to do is take some clip. You just need to take some clip of some stuff together and then sit there, do a voiceover and tell a story. That literally only takes 5 minutes. I'm sure that there's some old video, Tim, that you have like a long time ago. You'd be like, hey, it would be cool, but maybe the audio is bad. Do a voiceover. Tell a story about that video. What's going on? But once again, you want to be intentional about the story that you're telling, right? Which means, what kind of value do you want the viewer to get out of that video? What do you want to project? You know, so I tell Lon, it's very, very important, right? It's the storytelling behind it, okay? Is it better to post stories, reels, or feed? Tim, good. Oh my God, so good. Good question, Tim. So let me break it all down for you, man. Okay. So once again, when it comes to story, Tim, is what happened during your day. What is going on throughout your day? It could be what you eat, take the dog for a walk, could be anything throughout your day. Your feed, here's what you want to look at your content, Tim. So Tim, after this, you don't need to take me out for pho anymore. So Tim, your content should be like this, Tim. Focus on 80%. Should it be about your realtor? Okay? It could be storytelling, how you became a realtor, how you made this money. Like also too is, Tim, if you really, really want to grow and you want to inspire people, motivate them to jump onto your team. I know a lot of people have an issue of sharing how much they make, but I don't know about you. But when I go into an industry where I want to learn from a certain person, I want to know how much potentially can I make. So by you being open, sharing that, you inspire and motivates them. So that's what you need to think of. It's not a flex. It's not like, oh, look at me, I'm doing this. No, dude. People want to know that you are the doer and not just the teacher. So imagine if, I look at it. So every single time when a real estate investor say, hey, Khang, see the potential on social media. I want to create content like you, but I'm afraid to share how much I make, or I don't want to share. So you're basically telling me that, hey, you tell me, hey, follow me. I'll show you how to get a six-pack, but you never lift up your shirt. So you never show me. So it's not always, so a lot of times you got to do a lot of showing. So you got to give me a little peekaboo, dude. Like, I want to know that you have a six-pack because I want to know how to get a six-pack. But if you don't show me, dude, there's a guy that's showed me a six-pack, I'll follow him. So I'm not saying that you have to show all the time, but you have to. So people can now, one, you own the authority in the space. You inspire and motivates me. So you have to show once in a while. So Tim, 80% of your content, Tim, should be about your realtor. And 20% of your content, Tim, this is your daily life. This is your life. Okay? So this could be like, hey, you, and this, Tim, could be, so when I say 80-20, I'm saying this is on your feed. So 80% about realtor stuff, 20% about maybe you taking the wife out for a dinner, or you buying something, doing something special for the wifey on Valentine's, right? Like you see me and Lon, like we do a couple trend, right? Or maybe you see something that is trending on TikTok that you want to do. And that, Tim, is the 20%. 20%, Tim, could be about anything about your life. And here's how I look at it, Tim. So I don't know. So let's just say that there is a TV show that you like to watch. So for example, MTV, right? MTV used to be channel 63. So when I go to every single time when I go home from work, if I flip to channel 63, I expect MTV to be on. You follow me? But I understand that when I watch MTV, there's also going to be commercial. Okay, there's also going to be commercial in between. And Tim, that is the 20%. The 20%, Tim, is commercial. It's so people gets to know more about you, about your life, and just what you do. Maybe what you like to eat. Maybe what's your favorite restaurant you want to go to. Maybe your hobby. That's the 20%, Tim. 80% is what they expect to get from they go to your page. 20% is just your life. And story, Tim, could be anything. So story, I would at least story, you need to post at least 2 to 3 posts on story a day. It could be anything, man. It could be you taking a picture of your clock. Oh, I woke up, and then type a story. Bam, 4 o'clock. Woke up at 4 o'clock doing meditation. I don't know. I don't know if you do that or not. But do you understand what I'm saying? That could be your story. But honestly, with social media, there's so much strategy. There's strategies that you need to know to really, really grow. Anyways, what other question you guys got before I end the live and we call this a wrap? The CEO said, how's everyone doing? Building their wholesaling knowledge, getting ready to take over. Okay. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I want to say that I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me. Once again, I hope that this video add a lot of value to you. I know that we're not talking about wholesaling, all right? But for those of you who are a realtor or who know someone as a realtor or an agent, send this video to them, and I promise you, I think they'll get a lot of value out of it. Until next time, you guys, take care, and let's go get this money. Woo.